Hello, church family. Today is Thursday, January 30th, and this is our weekly update. We've been studying Psalm 139, verses 1 and 2 as our verse of the month, and it says, "O Lord, you have searched me and known me. You know when I sit down and when I rise up. You discern my thoughts from afar." This Sunday, the first Sunday in February, we'll introduce Psalm 139, verses 3 and 4 as our verse of the month. And it says, it continues the theme of God searching us. And it says, "You search out my path and my lying down, and are acquainted with all my ways. Even before a word is on my tongue, behold, O Lord, you know it altogether." And so God searches us. He knows us. He knows everything about us. Even before a word is spoken from us, He knows it all together. And this is good news for us because He cares about us and He's working all things together for us. And so I encourage you to be meditating on these truths and celebrating God's goodness to us. Well, this week we have 3 birthdays. On the 4th is the 1st is Jackson Halls, and then the 4th, Noah Foudy and Bryant Moore, and then the 31st, Corey and Natasha Cruz celebrate an anniversary. So happy birthday, happy anniversary to all of you. Well, coming up Sunday at 8:30, we have a group that meets in the chapel for prayer. We'd love to have you join us for that. 9 o'clock are our essentials classes, and then 10 o'clock is our service. And during our service this Sunday, we'll have a church family meeting to update you on some of the progress we've made over the last year, financial update through the end of the year, also be talking about some of our goals and what we want to achieve in the coming year. So that'll be a part of the service. Then coming up, calendar items coming up this Friday, the lunch at the Beef House to celebrate January birthdays and anniversaries will be happening. If you're interested in that, contact Kay Lamb. Then Friday night, the ladies chat and chew will meet at 5:30 here at the church. You can contact the church office if you still need to RSVP for that. Then next Wednesday, we have a starting point class, and the starting point class is for those who are newer to the church, want to get acquainted with us, or formally partner with us. And that starting point class will be Wednesday, February 5th at 6 o'clock. Then on next Friday night, February 7th, the kids and family discipleship will be having a pray and putt event. That's from 6 to 8, Friday, February 7th. Then we have a pitch-in and dessert auction on Sunday, February 9th. It's an opportunity for us to share a meal together, get acquainted, meet some people you don't know. But then we're going to have a dessert auction to raise some extra money for our outreach ministry. And just encourage you, if you have a good dessert, sign up to be able to bring one of those desserts. You can do that in a bulletin board. Probably have something in the weekly update as well. But that's always a fun event and some good food, but really even a better purpose. And then opportunities to grow. We've been talking about the Walk Through the Bible Old Testament. And I want to encourage you to really consider participating in this. It's Saturday, March 1st from 10 to 2 or 3. And the Crossroads Fellowship is putting this on. So it's a group of churches getting together to be able to do this. And what you're going to learn during that is how the whole Old Testament fits together and to learn the big story of it. And when you're done, you're going to remember it. And so I want to encourage you to consider participating. It's $15 a person. The church is covering the balance of that. You'll get lunch, a book, and then if you have kids 4th grade and up, they can go for free. So work to get signed up so we can have a good registration number. But again, that's Saturday, March 1st. Then another opportunity to serve, Trinity Life Mission is looking for men to serve as mentors. They have 13 new men in this new phase, and they still need 8 mentors. So if you'd be interested in that, or just to learn a little more, you can contact me, Mike Seaman, John Cottrell, Rodney Tarter, some of the guys that have done some mentoring in the past. We can help you understand a little bit, then point you in the right direction. It's a tremendous blessing and a great opportunity. For prayer requests today, I want to encourage you to be praying for Sandy Norman. She has been having a variety of health issues, and just be praying that the doctors would get things all lined up to be able to know exactly what's going on and how they can help her and to get her better. I also want to encourage you to pray. We got a word last night that Kelly Remender's mother up in Canada has passed away. So be praying for Kelly and Will as they travel to Canada, and just pray for good connections with family during that time. Each week we talk about a resource of the week. This week I want to review a couple things we talked about last Sunday. On Sunday we talked about elders or pastors and deacons, and there are two little books that are fantastic resources. They're relatively short and easy reads, but they give us a robust understanding of the offices in the church. Then we also talked about the role of men and women in those offices, and this little book, Kevin DeYoung's Men and Women in the Church, fantastic resource to help you with that. Well, coming up Sunday, we've been talking about the church and the importance of the church being organized, kind of like a football team, to be organized for success. And so God's given us a variety of passages in the New Testament that describes how he wants his church to be organized. And so Sunday, we're going to build on what we talked about last week in terms of deacons and elders and Jesus ruling the church. And we're going to talk about church membership, how we act as a team, and then as individual members or individual players, our responsibilities. So I want to encourage you to be here Sunday morning for that. Galatians 1:1-9 will be our starting point for that. Then we'll look at several other texts. Well, the verse of the day, Galatians 5:13-14. In my Bible reading, I'm just wrapping up the book of Galatians, and it says, "For you are called to freedom, brothers. Only do not use your freedom as an opportunity for the flesh, but through love serve one another. For the whole law is fulfilled in one word, you shall love your neighbor as yourself." Jesus has set us free, and his love is what should be controlling us and shaping us. And so I encourage you this week and even today to consider, how can you show love to your neighbor as a reflection of God's work in you through Jesus Christ? Well, church family, look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Have a great rest of the week, and may God bless you.